Happy New Year, champions. This is your at a glance for the week of January 2nd through January 4th. I hope everyone enjoyed their Christmas break, had an opportunity to relax and rest with your family and your loved ones, really had an opportunity to reflect on the 2018 year and what your goals will be individually as a family and then us as a school building for the 2019 year. I have a lot of things that I want to talk about and cover in this at a glance, so please excuse me for the length of it. The first one is that I want to talk about unannounced observations. The first round of observations have been completed for those that are on cycle or a first year or non-tenured teachers. We are now moving into the unannounced observation round. Please remember that with an unannounced observation, when I come into your classroom after the observation, I will send you an email to let you know that this was your unannounced observation. And then you have 48 hours to upload your lesson plan, your reflection, and your communication with family. So everything is done after the observation. You will get an email at the beginning of each month if your observation will be within that month, just kind of giving you a heads up. I know that I can come in at any time. We'll come in at any time for your unannounced observation. Please remember to stay with the timelines. Again, 48 hours after the observation, your domain 1 and domain 4 are due within my PPS. The next thing I want to talk about is meetings. Please make sure you are putting your meetings on the calendar that is in the teacher's lounge. That calendar was purchased so that everyone had an opportunity to know what was happening in the building. I know many of you have shared agendas, but it's really good to have it on the calendar so that way if someone who maybe doesn't typically come to the meeting wants to come in and maybe contribute or see how they can help and support your committee, then they have that opportunity to do that. So please make sure that you have those meetings set on the calendar or put on the calendar within the teacher's lounge. As we move into the second half of the school year, the instructional expectations will really rise here in the building. We've talked about data. We had great data inquiry. We had great PDs looking at our the report cards, and so we know the work that lies ahead of us. We really celebrated the work that we've already done, but we know that there's much work that lies ahead of us. So the instructional expectations will be raised as we move into the second semester, second half of the school year. And so one thing I will be looking at with more scrutiny is your lesson plans. It is the expectation that your lesson plans are out and available within your classroom. Some of you will get an email if after a week you do not have consistent lesson plans, in which you will have to email me and submit your lesson plans weekly to me. So again, just making sure that we are really planning for our champions, are really using our opportunities in collaborative planning, our PD opportunities to really ensure that we are creating environments and lessons that really move and enhance students' achievement. There has been some changes to field trips and how long a field trip needs to be planned out in advance. And so in the past, the field trip packet needed to be completed within 30 days of the field trip. Then it is now 60 days. So if you have any field trips planned for this next half of the school year, please remember that it is now 60 days that a field trip needs to be planned in advance. And there has been some changes to the ratio of student and chaperones. So I have attached the new administrative procedure to this at a glance. Please make sure you are familiar with it, especially if you're a chairperson, committee member, and you are working on a field trip coming up in this next school year or in the next half of the year. There are new Safe School videos, or the last and final round of Safe School videos are up and should be completed. Please know that they submit a list of every staff member, that has not completed the Safe Schools videos. That is submitted to the CEO, and then the principal is required to write a letter of professional counsel for those teachers that have not completed the Safe School videos, those staff members, excuse me, that have not completed the Safe School videos. Please make sure you log in sometime this week, within the next week. I believe the videos are due at the end of the month, so please make sure you get those videos completed. The last thing that I want to remind you all about is your gradebook and Schoolmax. It's really important that you are inputting grades with fidelity. We have a lot of our parents that look onto Schoolmax. Many of our parents now have access to a parent portal, and so they're looking in there, and they definitely are always asking me questions when they see that a week goes by without grades being inputted. Please remember that grades, there should be 2 grades per week. I will be running the missing gradebook assignment report every Friday, and we'll be sending you emails if your gradebook is not up to date and you have not submitted 2 grades per week. So please make sure you are really making sure that you are inputting grades and really planning out the assignments that you have for your students, because what we do not want to happen at the end of the quarter, getting close to progress reports or report cards, to kind of come up with a grade for students, and it is not accommodative of all of the assignments and activities and tasks that they've completed for that quarter. That is all. I hope you enjoy your last day. If there is anything else that you need, you have questions about, please just send me an email and let me know. I'm excited for this 2019 year and excited to have you all back tomorrow. I hope everyone has a great day.